To the accessibility counselor. Come on up, Jared. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Nice to see you. We're just going to get you mic'd up here. This is Jared Dalton. So, Jared, you're the accessibility counselor. So, I guess we'll start off with a little bit of formalities. So, what's the status on your Facebook?
Complicated.
Complicated. Okay, well, that's probably why you're the accessibility counselor.
I'm actually a personal counselor.
Well, you're a personal counselor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see what it says here. Jared Dalton, accessibility counselor.
Candace, who's coming up, she does a bit more accessibility than I do.
Here in the room is you're accessible and he's personal, or you're?
I do personal and accessibility.
And what does he do?
Just personal.
Just personal. So let's get real personal.
Yeah,
then.
let's
So
get
we'll push
personal.
over.
Yeah.
Push
little
over.
comfy
No, well,
here?
not too far. Come on back. So tell us a little bit about you.
What do you want to know?
Well, everything. So just speak into the mic
Okay,
if you can.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So where are you from?
I'm from Tilsonburg.
What's that?
It's a tiny little town. Oh, nice. Tiny little town, not too far from here.
We had a girl yesterday that had no clue where Dryden was, and I'm not sure it was. Oh no, I think it was Kyle. He asked if it was in the tundra. So, do you know where Tilsonburg is, Kyle? It's a city, that's for sure. Yeah. We do have some northern students here, from way far, like Dryden. Have you ever heard of that word before?
I've heard the name. I don't know where it is, but
It's way up. You know Thunder Bay?
I do know Thunder Bay.
Yeah, not there.
Okay. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about you then. How many kids? What's going on? How's the family?
I've got 2 dogs and a cat.
Two dogs and a cat.
kids,
Oh, you're a real horny one then, eh? Really growing the family. Okay, what's the dogs' names?
I've got Luna.
Luna.
She's a lab, and I've got Daisy.
Is that named after the moon?
Sure.
Did you watch
she
the
came with
eclipse?
the
Did you
name.
watch the eclipse the other day?
I didn't watch
You weren't
it.
supposed to. That's
Yeah,
right. I was
yeah.
trying to test you there because you're a counselor. If you were watching the eclipse, I was kind of going against what they recommended, right?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
so you got Luna the dog,
Luna, and then there's Daisy. She's a tiny little beagle.
named after a flower, I bet.
Yeah, sure. Also
Okay.
came with the name. I didn't do any of the
Okay,
naming.
yep.
Yeah.
Would you have named her otherwise if she wasn't? named?
I think so.
What would you have called? What does she look like?
She's an old lady, so probably
that's like lateral violence. I think in our work we call that lateral violence for putting down someone's age. Yeah, so what am I then, an old man? Oh, endearing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
And there's Daisy, and you would call her.
Maybe Norma, I think.
Ooh, that's an
Yeah.
old lady name
Yeah,
for
right,
sure. Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
I know a couple Normas. Yeah, and then what's the other one?
And then the cat is Chai.
Chai, like a tea.
Yeah, I did name that one.
Oh, nice. Do you like chai tea?
I do. Yeah.
Does chai tea serve a purpose? I heard it does.
I think
and as
it's-
a counselor?
I think tea is quite calming.
Yeah.
Like the ritual of tea is quite calming.
So we have a staff member who's a little bit hyper. I mean, Jacob Dale over there. So should we get him some chai tea every now and then?
Yeah, I think
He
that'd be a great
looks
idea.
like he had a couple bottles of chai tea this morning. He's looking pretty calm.
Apparently not the tea from the First Nation Center, though. I hear it's not very
Oh,
good.
it's the hyper tea over there?
Yeah.
So tell us about this accessibility stuff that you do, or this personal counseling, because we've had a girl here who just said that she's had some struggles and stuff in her lifetime, and she was very thankful to the college here for having personal counseling. So tell us what you do there.
Yeah, so we provide support to students. It's generally, brief support, whatever they're struggling with. So it could be, depression, anxiety, it could be just even struggling adjusting to school. Yeah, exactly. So usually it's not this close, but
okay. Sorry, I didn't know it. You have to set some limits, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
So you'll help us learn boundaries, limits, stuff like that?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, do you have a lot of clientele there?
We do. We're pretty busy, so definitely, coming in as soon as you need a hand is the best idea.
Okay.
But we have sort of same day appointments if you're in crisis, so there's always somebody available for you.
That's awesome. And how did you get into this counseling stuff?
I think I was always just really interested in helping people. I thought I wanted to be a teacher and realized...
I'm a teacher. Did you know I was a teacher?
I didn't know that. That's
I was a
impressive.
teacher, but now I do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I try to teach self-esteem, confidence, stuff like
cool,
that. So.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the kind of stuff I'm interested in teaching. I realized I, didn't like
Well,
math
maybe
or
I can
English,
teach you a
but-
few things later.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. And so you just went into it, and where did you graduate from? What did you do? What diplomas do you possess?
Yeah, I went to McMaster and did my
That's
undergrad.
in Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
Anybody from the Hamilton way over there? Anybody from Hamilton? Nobody from Hamilton? No? Okay.
So I did sociology for my undergrad, actually.
Oh, yeah, put it there, buddy. Yeah, sociology. Anybody know what sociology is out there? Some child and youth worker people, you might know those words by the end of the year. Okay, cool. And then?
And then I did my master's in social work from Laurier.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then this is it. How
And
long
then
you been
here.
here at Fanshawe for?
Just a year now.
Just a year, and
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Good
I really like
benefits?
it here. Yeah.
Yeah?
We're well treated, and
You're well treated,
and
yeah.
students are fun to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And any tips for these guys about your services or what they may need to know to be successful like you are?
I think it can be intimidating to come up to our office sometime, but making that first step can make a big difference. And certainly, Chris or other folks in the center would be happy to bring you up and introduce you to us. So definitely reach out if you need a hand.
Okay. And like again, we have Michaela, who is a person who utilizes the services. So there's a living proof that these services are worthy and that they are good places and they're safe. Confidentiality always, always, right?
Everything is 100% confidential.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on our little program this morning. Let's give a hand to Jared, please, everyone.